The Eagles' offensive line is about to enter a war zone, and only one man will survive it. A rising young guard is pushing hard for a starting job, and if you haven't been paying attention, he's already starting to separate from the pack. But behind him, a battle is brewing. Careers are on the line, roster spots are in danger, and one former first-round pick might be just days away from being shown the door. This is more than competition. This is survival, and it all starts now. The Philadelphia Eagles are heading into training camp with fire in their eyes and serious competition on the field. A lot of young players are stepping up, but one specific battle has everyone's attention: the fight for the starting right guard position. And right now, Tyler Steen is leading the charge. He's not just showing up, he's taking every single first-team rep in OTAs and minicamp. The Eagles are testing him, pushing him, and so far, he's rising to the challenge. Center Cam Jurgens recently spoke about the competition, and it was clear who he trusts the most. Jurgens didn't throw out generic praise. He didn't list 5 names. He singled out one guy, Tyler Steen. He said he's excited to work next to him. He said he's comfortable with him. And most importantly, he said he believes Steen can do a great job. Let that sink in. That's your starting center saying he's ready to go to war with Tyler Steen right next to him. Now let's be real. Nothing's locked in yet. The Eagles aren't just handing out jobs, and that's what makes this so exciting. They brought in real competition to push Steen, to make him earn that spot. And guess what? That battle isn't over. Right now, Matt Pryor and Kenyon Green are fighting behind him. Only one of those two will likely stick around as the primary backup. And as it stands today, Matt Pryor has the edge. A recent camp report revealed something big. Steen is running with the first team, Pryor is. With the second, Kenyon Green is buried with the third string, working at left guard. That's a problem, especially for a player like Green. Remember, he came to Philly in the C.J. Gardner-Johnson trade. That's a big name, big shoes, big expectations. But if he can't even secure the backup job, his future in Philly is in serious doubt. Let's break it down even more. If Kenyon Green can't beat out Pryor at right guard, and he can't climb the depth chart at left guard, where he's fighting off guys like 5th-round rookie Trevor Keegan, then the truth is hard to ignore. He might not make the roster at all. That would be shocking. A former first-round pick cut after just 2 seasons? But this is Philly. This is the Eagles' offensive line room. If you can't keep up, if you're not improving, if you're not nasty in the trenches, you don't stay. There's talent everywhere. There's pressure everywhere. And every snap in training camp could decide someone's NFL future. Eagles fans, it's your turn to sound off. Who do you want starting at right guard? Is Tyler Steen ready? Should Matt Pryor be getting more reps? And what would you do with Kenyon Green? Keep him or cut him? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't hold back, because this battle is far from over, and in Philly, only the strongest survive. Fly, Eagles, fly, rooster fire. The battles on the offensive line aren't the only ones heating up. The Eagles' backfield, it's turning into an all-out war, and one name that's in serious danger of being left behind? Jay Dillon. Let's be clear, Dillon was once seen as a bruising, power-packed running back, a hammer in Green Bay's offense. But now, some insiders don't even think he's a lock to make the Eagles roster. And while that may sound harsh, the truth is, it's not that far-fetched. Jay Dillon's NFL future could be on the line. Dillon has barely been fully healthy for 2 straight years. His last real burst of power came back in 2022. Since then, injuries, including a serious neck issue, kept him sidelined for the entire 2023 season. Yes, the good news is he's cleared now. He says he's fully healthy. But in this league, being healthy isn't enough. You have to be explosive, reliable, and ready to go. And the Eagles, they've got a young back who's already turning heads. Enter Will Shipley. The rising star second-year back, Will Shipley, is coming in hot. The coaches love him. The team believes in him, and in spring workouts, he's been nothing short of electric. At one open OTA session, he caught 5 of 5 targets, showing off his hands, speed, and route running. Right now, Shipley is the favorite to take the running back 2 job behind Saquon Barkley, and if the Eagles only keep 3 running backs, that could spell the end for Dillon. But wait, there's more competition in the room. The Eagles also have Ben Van Sumeren in the mix, a fullback who brings a completely different skill set, and based on offseason comments from owner Jeffrey Lurie, Philly plans to use him a lot in 2025. So now we're looking at a crowded room. Saquon Barkley, RB1, locked. Will Shipley, RB2, rising star. Ben Van Sumeren, FB, unique role. A.J. Dillon, Zoe. If the Eagles only carry 3, Dylan could be the odd man out. That's wild to think about. But again, it's reality. And it all depends on one thing. Can Dylan stay healthy and outperform Shipley in camp? The final verdict, don't count Dylan out just yet. Here's the thing. Jay Dillon still has something special. He's powerful. He's experienced. He's been through playoff battles in Green Bay, if he can stay healthy, and look like the guy we saw in 2021-2022. He can absolutely make this roster, and maybe even win back the RB2 spot. It won't be easy, but it's possible, and that's exactly what makes this battle so fascinating heading into camp. Tight end drama and one major red flag on defense. Now let's switch gears, because the tight end room is another underrated battle fans need to watch. Behind star Dallas Goedert, the Eagles have a ton of names fighting for just a couple of spots. Grant Calcaterra, likely TE2, consistent and reliable. Kylen Granson, Harrison Bryant, EJ Jenkins, all battling to be the next man up. This is going to be one of the most tight and physical competitions at training camp. They can all catch, they all want it, and only the best of the bunch will survive. Now here comes the concern, a potential red flag. Let's talk defense. And let's be honest, some national media are worried. CBS Sports' Cody Benjamin recently pointed out what he calls a major red flag for the Eagles. Roster turnover, new starters, new faces, new leaders. From the defensive line to the linebackers and safeties, Philly has experienced massive change. And yeah, it's true, a lot of veterans are gone. And in their place, young, unproven guys and short-term vets filling the gaps. So, should we panic? Not so fast. Here's why it's not a crisis. Yes, there's change, but there's also Vic Fangio. Fangio's still running this defense, and last year, he helped develop a young group of defenders into a tough, gritty unit that no one wanted to play against. Plus, this is huge, Cody Benjamin left out a massive detail. The Eagles have young stars ready to break out. Guys who are hungry, guys who are next in line. The name to watch, Moro Ojomo. Let me give you a name you'd better start learning now, Moro Ojomo. With Milton Williams gone to New England, Ojomo, a 7th-round pick from Texas, is stepping into a much bigger role. And if you watched him last season, even in limited snaps, you saw flashes of dominance. Now he's turning heads outside of Philly, too. One popular post on Twitter from Elite Takes went viral, calling Ojomo the most obvious breakout player in the NFL for 2025. That's no small praise. And he's earning it. Eagles fans, this roster is loaded with talent, but also full of question marks. So let's hear it from you. Will A.J. Dillon make the team? Is Will Shipley the future RB2? Should fans be worried about the new-look defense? And is Moro Ojomo about to become the next breakout star in Philly? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading everything. Rate your confidence level in this Eagles roster FR. You want a bold prediction? Moro Ojomo is going to be Philadelphia's next defensive star. Not maybe, not someday. This season, it's happening. I'm telling you right now, this guy is going to be the new Milton Williams, and every fan base in the league is going to be furious that their GM didn't get him first. Here's the truth, Ojomo isn't just another rotational guy. He's already one of the most dangerous pass-rushing defensive tackles in the NFL, and hardly anyone knows it. Hidden talent, huge upside. Last season, Ojomo was stuck behind Jalen Carter and Milton Williams on the depth chart, but when he did get chances, mostly on third downs, he made every single snap count. His pass rush win rate, third best in the entire NFL among defensive tackles, 18%. That's not a typo, that's elite. And you know what makes it even scarier? Jalen Carter draws double teams, which means Ojomo gets one-on-one matchups, and when that happens, it's game over for the offensive line. He didn't record any sacks last year, but he was close a lot. This year, with more playing time, those sacks are coming. And when they do, Ojomo is going to explode onto the national stage. Not just a pass rusher, a 3-down force. Some people say he's just a finesse rusher. Nope, watch the tape. This guy has power. In one run-stop clip, he tossed Commanders guard Sam Cosmi to the ground like a rag doll. He's strong, he's fast, he's explosive, and he can absolutely be a 3-down guy for the Eagles. Not just a pass specialist, not just a backup, a full-time game-changing force in the trenches. Howie did it again. Let's rewind to the 2023 draft. Everyone was stunned when the Eagles landed Jalen Carter at pick 9. But what did Howie Roseman do next? He went back to the board and quietly grabbed Ojomo in the 7th round. 7th round. That might go down as one of the steals of the decade. And now, Ojomo is just a few months away from proving it. The stats back it all up. Don't just take my word for it, let's look at the numbers. Second highest pass rush win rate among DTs, 18.2%, graded 39th out of 219 DTs. In PFF overall grade, 68.0, fifth best pass rush grade at his position. 82.6, 24th in hurries, despite limited snaps, 35th in total pressures, all in just 268 rush snaps, which ranked 64th in the league. That's starter-level production from a rotational guy. Now imagine what he'll do with more snaps in 2025. We're not talking maybe, we're talking breakout season incoming. But wait, there's another star rising on the edge. While Ojomo wrecks shop on the inside, there's another young gun getting ready to shine on the outside. Jix Hunt. Last year, most people thought Hunt was a developmental project, a guy who might need a year or two to figure it out. Well, guess what? He figured it out fast. By the end of the regular season and into the playoffs, Hunt had become a real contributor for this defense. Now in 2025, he's on track to become a full-time starter. And it's not just the fans who believe in him. Brandon Graham's message to Hunt: don't drink the cologne. Eagles legend Brandon Graham recently sat down with Josh Davis and shared some big thoughts about Hunt. Graham said it plain. He expects Hunt to take the starting job and never look back. But he also had some advice. Don't get comfortable. Don't get cocky. As BG said, sniff the cologne, but don't drink it. It's poison. That's classic Graham, reminding young stars to stay humble and hungry. And based on everything we've heard this offseason, Hunt's already doing exactly that. Locked in and ready to explode. In OTAs and minicamp, Hunt has been locked in. He looks bigger, stronger, and more technical than ever. He's been working on his moves, studying matchups, and preparing like a pro. He said it himself, I just know a lot more now, how to approach my game, what moves I want to work on, who I should watch. That's the voice of a young man who's ready to level up. And in 2025, he could be Philly's next breakout edge rusher. Let's settle it right here, right now. Is Moro Ojomo the biggest breakout candidate on the Eagles' defense? Can Jix Hunt take over as the next great edge in Philly? And which young defender are you most excited about? Drop your takes in the comments. Give me your top 2 Eagles breakout picks for 2025 and tell me why. Let's see who really knows this team. The future of this defense is already here. Now it's time to unleash it. Fly, Eagles, fly. Rooster, fire. You want to know what separates good players from great ones in the NFL? It's not just size, not just speed, not even experience. It's technique, precision, understanding, discipline. And Jix Hunt, he's finally cracked that code. From rookie chaos to veteran focus last year, everything felt like a blur for Hunt. The game was moving fast. The pressure was real. He was doing everything he could just to survive, trying to follow the rules, stay in his lane, and not mess up. But this year, everything's different. Hunt said it himself. Now, I can play as myself. I can show who I am. I'm not just some cookie-cutter version of a player anymore. That's the kind of mindset shift that turns potential into production. And he didn't just say it casually, he meant it. He's more comfortable, more confident, and more in control of his game than ever before. Playing with purpose. He's not just running around the field anymore. He understands the why behind every move. He's figuring out what pass rush moves work best, which offensive linemen to study, and how to break them down. The best players in this league, he said, they're on another level technically, and that's what I'm working on every single day. That's the kind of hunger that turns a young player into a household name. The breakout is coming. You take that kind of growth, combine it with his freakish athleticism, and you've got a recipe for a monster season. We already talked about Moro Ojomo being the breakout interior star, but when you add Jix Hunt flying off the edge, this Eagles defensive line might be the nastiest young unit in the league. Both of these guys are under the radar. For now, but not for long. The league is going to find out who they are the hard way. Quarterbacks are going to start feeling that pressure, and fans across the country are going to be asking, where do these guys come from? Let's hear it, Eagles fans. How many sacks do you think Jix Hunt puts up this year? Will Ojomo plus Hunt become Philly's new breakout duo? Which young defender are you most hyped about for 2025? Drop your answers in the comments. Make your predictions loud. Let's see who's riding the breakout wave before it hits. Because mark my words, Ojomo and Hunt are coming. and they're bringing the noise with them. Fly, eagles, fly. Let the breakout begin.